Hey, welcome to The American Dream. We are the only show to bring you national and local real estate trends every week. This week, we are casting a spotlight on incredible improvements, renovations, staging, how to spot potential. We'll see it all. Plus, of course, seeing what is going on in your own market.
We do it in the spirit of going against the grain of the negative media, giving inspiring information, and having people walk away from our show with something of value.
You're seeing a disruption in both the real estate and the mortgage space.
A lot of people are just not willing to put in the work.
What video does is that it demands an emotional response.
You know what I love about this show? It's totally unscripted.
Now, this is a picture postcard historical house in George Washington Park, Virginia. And as beautiful as this place is, here we learn about staging and the important role it plays when you're listing your home. Let's check it out.
Hello, my name is Kay Houghton, owner of Kay Houghton & Associates, a top producing real estate team here in Metro DC. Today I'm going to take you on a tour of one of our newest listings at 610 Westview Terrace in historic George Washington Park. This neighborhood is located just 20 minutes south of Washington, D.C. in Alexandria, Virginia. I'm also going to show you two different forms of staging and what a huge difference staging can make when listing your home. Let's head inside and check it out. This home has some great features, including a large living room and a bright open kitchen. The upper level features large bedrooms, and the fully finished basement is the perfect play space or movie room. However, buyers don't always notice these features unless we do something to draw their attention to them. Light staging is included at no additional charge in all of our listings. This includes bathroom accent pieces, kitchen knickknacks, and of course, bedding. Now, I wanted to draw your attention to the bedroom because it is so important when staging. Now, we all know that vacant spaces appear much smaller. So by adding a bed, adding a floor lamp, adding a few accent pieces, buyers can really see how large this space actually is. Now, I'm going to take you downstairs and show you what's included in our full staging services. Follow me.
Emotions flood like the ocean. Ooh, how that feels.
In many cases, we recommend utilizing our full staging services to further enhance the main living spaces of the home. While full staging does require the rental of some additional furniture, it truly helps to define the space and to help buyers envision how they will be living in the home. We know that by using full staging, we can attract more buyers and get your home sold more quickly. If you happen to be in the market for a charming colonial home, this house is currently available for sale. With over 2,000 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a huge lot, and room for expansion, this is the perfect place for you to start your American dream.
When it comes to making home improvements, this next house is an extreme example. I'm talking a complete 180. We're finding out about a great loan that can help transform these types of homes and the communities that they're in.
I'm Corey Burke. I'm a realtor with Team Price, and we're in downtown Austin on the east side. Today we're going to just talk about a loan program that I'm so passionate about because it's literally changed my life as well as many of my clients. It's either the FHA 203K or the home style loan, which are both renovation loans with really low down payments. You can do as little as 3.5% to 5% down, and you can rehab an entire house however you want. So if you have fix it and flip it dreams, this is a loan program for you. Let's go see your house. So here we are at my client Danielle's house, and I cannot wait to see what she's done with this loan.
Oh my gosh, come on in. It's been so long. You haven't had a chance to see it.
Wow, what a difference.
I know, it's crazy, right? To think that less than 3 months ago, we walked into this house. It was a 2-1 and built over 100 years ago. We did not know what we were getting ourselves into, and here we are today.
There were no photos on MLS except for the outside.
Exactly, one photo.
We thought it was a much smaller house than it was, and it was just a gem. It looks like you found. But man, like, what have you done here?
Yeah, we had to do a lot of work. So we did new foundation, new siding, interior paint, exterior paint.
And wasn't there a wall here?
There was also a wall here, which we knocked down to give that open living room and dining room concept. And then also new windows and entirely new kitchen and bathrooms. So let me show you.
Amazing, yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Can't wait.
So let me take you into my absolute favorite part of this house. If you remember, this was
ugly.
Exactly. Yeah. It had black cabinets. It had red walls.
Yeah, it was so dark.
Yes.
And sticky.
Yes, it was sticky. All the cabinets were sticky. But I got to make it white and airy. I got to choose these custom maple white shelves. And I also got to choose every single one of these appliances. And that was all a part of the loan program.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So tell me about your bathrooms, your bedrooms. What all did you do there?
Yeah. So in my master, I think it's my favorite bathroom. I switch every day. It's all white and airy, and it has lots of pops of color. I also got to choose gold accents. And then in the guest bathroom, I did kind of a lot of black and white contrast. I love these black hexagon tiles. I love the pattern of the tile in the shower. So I got to choose all of that. And then the bedrooms, there's 3 bedrooms in this house. They have 9-foot ceilings, big windows, and lots of space for me and my roommates.
That's amazing. So I am so passionate about this loan program because I really think it can change people's lives, giving them so much more equity in their property than if they just bought an already done house. But there's a lot of fear around getting into a house. Like, do you have any construction background?
Nope, not at all, not one bit. With the extra cash that I had, this is the best place that I can invest it, especially in Austin. Putting your money into real estate is the best place that it can be.
Yeah, I mean, you are blocks from downtown and you were able to own your own house, make it how you want, and it's your American dream house, right?
Yes, exactly. It really has been incredible. We are just walking distance to Figure 8, which is a coffee shop, other bars, other restaurants, but it's been an amazing process.
That's so great. I'm so proud of you.
Thank
Congratulations.
You so much. It's been a great journey.
Well, thank you for joining us on American Dream TV. Can't wait to see you next week.
Now it's time for my favorite part of the show, where we head into your local market.
Hey guys, Devin, fired up about today. We're in the Seaport District, one of the hottest neighborhoods in Boston right now, and we're going to be meeting up with George Sarkis, who is well known in Boston for the nightlife scene. He's been dialed in for a long time, but he's also in real estate. And recently he's headed up the Douglas Elliman Sports and Entertainment Division, and we're going to go check out a property right now that may or may not be owned by a person that's caught a lot of footballs in Foxborough. Let's go check it out. Hey, George.
What's up, buddy?
How you doing?
Good, yourself?
Great to see you.
Great seeing you as well.
I'm fired up about today.
You should be. It's a great unit.
We got a pretty cool spot to check out.
Let's go take a look.
Let's go. Thank you.
All right, bro. Welcome to 21 Wormwood, penthouse 611.
Look at this place.
So we got a brick and beam, 2,100 square foot, 2 bed, 2 bath, open concept. I want to obviously stress that brick and beam, you don't get it these days. Everything that you see when it comes to condos and new development is a modern contemporary look. You got soapstone countertops, Viking appliances. You get the little nook right there, which is great if you have someone walking in and you're cooking or hosting. And you could open up this wall more if you wanted to.
Okay.
But let's continue to see the rest of the home. And you have the master bedroom right here. Master bath, tons of closet space, double vanity.
Like the step up?
Yep.
Pretty cool.
But my favorite part of the entire unit is the private roof deck.
Can't wait to see it.
Let's go take a look. This is the biggest roof deck in the entire building.
Yep. Now this is Boston.
For sure.
Unbelievable.
Unreal. So you get the Seaport District there, Financial District right there, in the back bay, Hancock Tower, Prudential, 1 Dalton Street, you see is gonna be a landmark in the city right now.
So really, this is the Seaport, which is smoking hot. Why are people flocking right now to this part of the city?
It is one of the hottest markets in the country right now. Boston was number 5 for cities to invest in 2019, mainly because of the Seaport. That's where the highest price per square foot is right now in Boston. You have 2 bedrooms going for $1,800 a foot to penthouse units going all the way to $3,000 a foot.
Which is amazing because people talk about New York City prices. We're not that far behind.
We're not, and people want to be in the Seaport for a number of reasons. You're on the water, you have access to the Financial District right across the bridge, restaurants, ton of retail is on its way. A lot of high-end stores have been approved in a development like Echelon, and it's just convenience. People want to go out, enjoy themselves. Obviously, it's a little colder today, but when the sun's out and the 70 to 80 degree weather is here, why wouldn't you want to be there?
And a lot of people know Newbury Street in the Back Bay area. We're gonna have like a little Newbury Street right here in the Seaport.
For sure. I mean, Newbury Street's still great. However, it doesn't have any water.
Right.
You're not on the waterfront. You're not around all these other new developments, and it's convenience, luxury. The Seaport District is a lifestyle.
It's awesome. And for those of you that don't know the Seaport, guys, this is Boston.
And for everyone who talks about New York City, LA, and Miami, we're coming for you guys.
Until next time on The American Dream.
Recognizing a house that has potential isn't always easy, so let's hear some tips on how to spot a diamond in the rough.
Hey guys, this is Lani with The American Dream, and I'm specifically going to be talking about how is it do you get a fantastic home in an awesome neighborhood. If you're a flipper, if you're an investor, or you're a first-time home buyer who has the skills to be able to do some home renovations on your own or have the hookups with the contractors, you're definitely going to want to watch this episode. Not only that, we're going to go down to Point Ruston and figure out why it is that everybody, every single day, goes there regardless of the weather and what it has in store for you. Let's go take a look. You might want to know why you want to consider a fixer-upper, or what's the difference between a fixer-upper and a rehab, right? A full rehab. So a fixer-upper you're going to see is you'll want to probably repanel the walls, right? Something that's more modernized, or replace the carpets. Very, very cosmetic, very easy to do. And some of you guys might be able to do that yourselves, depending on your skill level. Now, the one thing I want to make sure that you guys understand, especially if you're a first-time home buyer, is be realistic with your skill. If you don't know how to do it, hire somebody that you trust, okay? For you flippers out there, you already know about all this. Now, as far as What the difference is with a full rehab is a full rehab, sometimes that depends on the quality of the roof. You might have to replace it. Is the foundation good? Is there mold? Is there electrical issues? With a house of this age, it was built in 1913, it wouldn't be surprising to me if we found some knob and tube. The other thing that you want to make sure that you do is that you're going to want to make sure you have a home inspector that you trust. Now there's some pros and some cons about whether you should use the inspector that your real estate agent recommends, or you should go and get somebody else yourself. I'm gonna say always do your homework and review the inspector, look them up, see what they're about, and if you feel good with what your realtor has recommended, then go ahead and use them. At the end of the day, an inspector is to keep you safe. This is a huge room to be able to modernize, put in whatever touches you like, and then just let's use our imagination. What if we opened up this wall? Now it's probably load bearing, and at the same time a contractor can handle that. We have a huge open concept kitchen here, as long as we opened up this wall, right? Can you imagine the possibilities? Modernize this and put your own personal touch on it. This is your own blank canvas. Now let's go take a look upstairs and see what we can do up there as well. Now, being that this is a 3-bedroom, 1-bath house, what if we made it in a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, and how much equity would that increase? It would actually increase a lot. So let's use your imagination here. Come into this room. This is right off one of the bedrooms. And this closet, they actually have another closet right across the room, but this closet is big enough to either make a 3/4 bath or even a full bath in here. How much equity would that bring? Tons. All right, you guys, on a serious note, most people don't think that they can buy a fixer-upper or even do a rehab, right? The case of the fact is, let's blow up that myth, because there are 203K loans out there, or we call them in our industry rehab loans, that would allow you not to have the cash in hand, not in the bank, but something that you can finance with your mortgage. And when you talk to my mortgage guy, Dan Keller at Mortgage Advisors, who's the top 1% lender in the nation, he's going to give you some ideas on how to come up with ways to be able to finance a home just like this, make it your dream home, and put your own personal touch on it.
And we're back with another update from your local market.
Hi, Betsy.
Hi, Chris.
How are you?
So nice to see you.
Good to see you.
Come on in.
Thanks for having me, Betsy. This is a
isn't
great
this
property.
An amazing house?
It has a really historic feel to it.
Well, that's because it's an amazing historic home. It's sitting, proudly on Salem Common, built in 1809, a classic federal home, which was built for the great sea captains of Salem. So this now is a condominium. There are actually 4 units in this building. But for all intents and purposes, it has the feeling of its own single-family home. It has its own front door, it has its own garage, first and half of the second floor.
This is a beautiful room.
Isn't this spectacular?
It is.
And look at the magnificent fireplace.
Wow. And the detail here, you do not find this in today's architecture.
You certainly do not.
The trim up top.
And you can see the floor-to-ceiling windows, amazing crown molding. All of the rooms are very proportionate. They're all 16 by 18. All of them, classic federal architecture, with a central hall with these big, enormous, and they would call them salons in the day. We would call it a living room.
You can tell the historic feel to this house.
Yeah, pretty neat, huh?
Those are awesome. Again, not a feature that you see in today's typical home.
Well, in most of these historic homes, they're all painted in. So it's remarkable that these still open and close. So Chris, you probably feel more comfortable in this room.
I can see myself waking up, having a cup of
coffee
right there,
watching the news in the morning.
With the view of the park behind.
I know, so even though the room feels like a museum quality with all the same detail, the other room felt like you were in a museum. This feels like you can live here. You can light the fire. So Chris, would you like to see the bedroom?
Yeah, let's check it out.
Which is
There's a
very
bachelor pad, right?
unique, is that it's a first floor master bedroom suite. And that's very appealing to people. Again, very elegant. You can see the moldings that are built in and built into the ceiling.
Walls. That is
Isn't
amazing.
it
You just,
incredible?
once again, I hate to harp on it, you don't see that in today's architecture.
You've got a walk-in closet. This is fabulous because you can sit out here in the morning and have your morning coffee. So you have your own private veranda right off your master bedroom.
Beautiful. And the detail really continues throughout the home. I mean, that is amazing.
This is a wow. They call this a fan light. And you saw the same fan light as you entered the house. So everything is very symmetrical. The columns are symmetrical, but I love this dining room. I don't think you'll find a more magnificent dining room. You need to look at this mantle. The mantle is ostensibly a Samuel McIntyre mantle. And you've got the sheath of wheat and basket of fruit, which is very classic Samuel McIntyre. You had Bullfinch in Boston and you had Samuel McIntyre in Salem. Hand carving this mantle.
It's all in the detail.
So what do you think?
I love it. I mean, you look at the property, the attention to detail, the crown moldings, the historic feel that you really don't see in a lot of homes today, and the location.
I know.
Real estate's all about location.
It's a crown jewel.
We get the park right outside.
It's the Salem Common, not just an ordinary park, sir.
I'm sorry. Let's go check it out.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, Betsy, so we're at the base of Salem Common here. Really cool spot. Why are you seeing people move to Salem?
Well, it's interesting because within a block, Chris, you can walk to the train. This block, you can see the water. This block, you can walk to the ferry to take you to Boston. So it's the access to transportation is a huge factor in terms of why people come to Salem.
And a lot of people are getting priced out of Boston right now. This is a great option.
It sure is. So if you're looking in Boston at $1,500 to $2,000 a square foot, you know, Salem is, you know, $500 plus or minus. It's a really good value.
And you're in the city within 20, 30 minutes?
25 minutes, the direct train to Boston, sure.
What about downtown Salem and nightlife and restaurants?
Yeah, downtown Salem has really had a renaissance. You have, of course, we have the flagship Peabody Essex Museum, which is a world-class museum. And it has lots of cultural activity events for, frankly, all ages, from children to, you know, empty nesters. You also have some wonderful European cafes. You have downtown restaurants, first-class restaurants, and you've got some terrific boutique shopping.
Well, I'm getting hungry. I don't know about you. Let's go.
Let's
grab a
go.
quick bite.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Sounds good. And see you next time on American Dream.
Professional help can always be useful when making home improvements. This interior designer made a huge impact on a budget in this Portland house.
Hey, this is Angela Stevens with the Hatch Homes Group at Keller Williams Realty Professionals.
And I'm Michelle Descombes, and we are here in Portland, Oregon. One of the things I really love about this city is there are so many creative minds and artists.
Yeah, and as someone that has a degree in art history, I'm really drawn to interior design and the architectural elements of real estate. So we thought it would be really great to interview a local designer and perhaps get some DIY tips for you. So we are here with interior stylist Sarah Nelson, or as I know her, Homegirl PDX on Instagram. I've always really appreciated your aesthetic and your approachable design. So thank you so much for having us.
Thank you. Yes, thank you so much. So tell us a little bit about yourself and how you create DIY projects on a budget.
Well, like you said, my name's Sarah and I am an interior stylist in Portland, and I specialize in DIY and budget-friendly decor. I think one of the most common misconceptions is people automatically assume when they hear the phrase DIY in the terms of interior design is that they have to do total renovations, ripping up floors, countertops, installing, you know, new light fixtures and all of that. And while that is a huge part of DIY interior design, that's not the only way to create a custom and unique home.
Cool. So what are some of the things that you've done in your home?
Well, for instance, in this room, you know, one room plus 2 windows equals 4 curtain panels, which can get really expensive. And after searching high and low for curtains that I loved and fit my style and budget, it just didn't exist. So I decided to buy $3.99 per yard fabric from IKEA and cut them, and I just literally hot glued them.
Wow.
So they're no-sew curtains. And our dining room, when people see pictures of our dining room online or in magazines, they think it's wallpaper. And while I've always loved the idea of wallpaper, it can get really expensive because you're paying per yard or per square foot. So what I did in here was use a $40 stencil. It was poster size, and so it was a little time consuming, but it gave me the results that I wanted for the price that I wanted to pay. And I can change it whenever I want without feeling guilty about how much money I spent on it.
Thank you so much for sharing that.
You're welcome.
Thank you. It's beautiful. I love your home.
Thank you.
So how cool that we just got to meet Sarah and learn all about some great DIY projects. And now we're gonna go see a house that is just about brand new.
Come on in. Hey, so welcome to our listing at 15432 Southeast Wills Way. It's a beautiful 2007 built construction, 4 bedrooms plus a bonus room, 2.5 baths. It has a lot to offer. When people hear 2007 build, they don't necessarily think of some of the features that this house has. It has really, really high quality. In particular, all the woodwork, I'm kind of obsessed with it. Amazing crown molding and just things that you don't typically see in 2007 builds.
So talk about quality. This kitchen is gorgeous, full of natural light, custom cabinets, slab granite. And can we just dream about this Viking oven for a minute? It's absolutely stunning.
This has a true master suite. It is huge. It has tall vaulted ceilings and then a master bathroom, which we'll check out, that just keeps going. What a fun day. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you. And we'll see you next time on The American Dream.
Thank you to everyone who makes the American dream come true across the country and improves people's lives every day. We love working on this show and learning about so many parts of the country. We hope you enjoyed this selection just as much as we've enjoyed working on the show.